Between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. John Hightower now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hall again on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, there's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bills at 5 and 7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him.
third down. Here's Hall. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. He will have the conversion and more than that. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hall on a give up the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Don't forget, knowing where the first down line was, this defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run with Hall. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you touchdown. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Alert, alert, alert!
To throw again on second down. Allen
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A final shot before half for Allen.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bills. Jamal Agnew, 70 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Wilson.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Cook again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hall again.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen finding Knox there, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now not only did you not get it and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen is going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? They ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Allen.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Allen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
To throw is Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here we go. Set. Squeeze.
Here's Hall again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Jets, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.